Before I take the wire off the spool, I'll take my nylon jaw pliers and straighten it. Just like that. These are the tools you'll need. Flush cutter, chain nose, round nose, bent nose, flat nose, and some 20 gauge wire. That's step number 1. The second step, you cut your wire 6 inches. Then you take 2 inches of it and you're going to bend it down to 180 degrees. It'll look like this. Once you get it like this, you want to squeeze this as close as you can, and then you're going to make a P. That will be step 2. And I'm going to show you that next. Step 3, I think it's going to be the hardest for those that are a beginner, but hopefully with these steps you're going to learn it. Now if you're left-handed, you're going to take this long wire and bring it towards you 90 degrees. If you're right-handed, you do the same with your dominant hand and bring your long wire towards you 90 degrees. And I'll show you what that looks like, but we're just talking through it right now. Now the short wire needs to make a connection with the long wire when the long wire becomes a loop. Cut this short wire off too short, then it's not going to catch into the loop, and then it's not going to be a strong clasp. And that's what makes this a strong clasp, is that when you make a loop, it makes the connection with this short tail wire, and it's an important component to do. I know I'm going to cut at least this much off. I know that. But I'm not going to cut it off now, because if I make my loop and I cut it, if I make my loop and it doesn't catch that, then it's not going to be the strongest clasp. By leaving it alone, not cutting it, you will see what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you right here. I've already made the loop. And here's the short wire right there. You see how it's inside of the wire? Just like that. And you see how the long tail rises? And that's okay. It looks like a P right now, but we're going to continue to bring the loop over so that it can get this short tail. So let me go ahead and finish. This one's a little harder because it's a shorter, the wire's inside of the loop. When I cut the wire, I like to have the end inside or close to it. Okay, so as you can see, it's on the back. And I'm walking it over. Right there. Now I'm going to cut it. There it is. And I'm going to take my precision chain nose and then I'm just going to press it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do step 3 here, where I'll go ahead and make a 90-degree bend. Then I'll loop that bend. I'll push in the short tail into the loop, and then I'll finish the loop and then cut the excess wire off, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it. You have to push this short wire into the loop, hold the wire and the loop together here, and then we're going to start our first loop. That's step number 3. Step number 4, we'll go ahead and take all these tails and cut them, and then tuck them. Step number 5, we'll make the loop. Number 4 will be where we cut off the excess wire and then tuck it into the wire wrapping so that we don't have to do any more to it, and it's not going to have any sharp edges. Okay, so I've got it to where I want it. I'm going to go ahead and nip it. And now I'll bring it down. And I think I can just use this just to tuck it in. Okay, let's do another one. And this one, we'll go ahead and just cut it and then fold it. Okay, sometimes you only need 1 pliers. Okay, this one looks good. So just bring it over just a little bit. Now we can cut it. And I think I'll go ahead and use the precision. I'll go ahead and use the precision. Say that 3 times. I'll go ahead and use the precision pliers. And then just press it down. There it is. So the 4th step is done. The excess wire has been cut and tucked into the coil. There's no sharp edges. And now we'll go ahead and do the 5th, which is the finished step, and that's where we make our loop. We've come to the final step, the 5th step, the final step, the fun step. See, because once you've done the work as getting to this far, and it sort of looks like a pin, you can take out your looping pliers or your round nose pliers, and I'll just push them down. And it looks like that. So that's one way. Now this one is going to be a tiny clasp because it's only made with a 4" and 1/8 length of wire, and then I bent it at 180 degree at 1 1/4 inch. So I think that's going to require one of these. So let's see. Let's try this second one right there. So that's how this one looks. So when you make the final loop on your pin will always be, if you follow the 6 inches and then the 2 inch, it should always be the 2 inch. It'll be 2 inches. It's in the larger cylinder, and now all we have to do is turn this down. And there you have it. Now let's take this one, put it like that. And have it looking like this. And with this last one, this is a 1/2 inch cylinder. Let's put it on here and see what happens. And there you go. Very strong clasp. These are very strong clasps. I think you're going to enjoy making them. If you like the tutorial and you like what you see, then I'll make more videos like this. Just leave a comment down below and let me know. And if you can subscribe and hit that bell, you'll know when I make another video. I can go ahead and make a video on the eye of the hook, so you'll have a set, a hook and eye clasp set. Until then, be crafty, stay creative. Solo Creative Quarter signing off for now. Bye.